She is beautiful and also innocent. Like every other time, Gosia goes to the forest to graze her cows, and there she she starts playing with her dog, and then she goes to bathe in a lake. She feels like someone is watching her, but when she looks around, she sees no one. She then thinks that it's just her imagination. After bathing, she comes out and lies down under the open sky, where she feels a shadow over her. Then she goes back home. Gosia is quite calm. When her mother asks her about it, she is unable to say anything due to embarrassment. The next day, she goes to the forest again, where she sits at a place and starts caressing her face with flowers. After that, she sees a man standing quite far away. She goes to him and starts talking, which leads to Gosia and the man developing a good friendship. He is making a picture which is of Gosia. The surprising thing is that in this picture, there isn't a single piece of clothing on Gosia's body, and seeing this, Gosia faints. After that, the man picks her up and gives her water to drink. After chatting a bit, he starts touching her, which Gosia likes, but she shyly runs away from there. After coming home, she starts remembering the man. The next day, Gosia again goes to the same place and sits down after taking off all her clothes. At that moment, the man goes there and starts showing Gosia her picture. Then Gosia asks him why he always makes such pictures of her, to which the man he tells Gosia that you don't know how beautiful you are. Gosia tells the man that she always felt he was watching her, asking if it was him. The man says yes, it was him. Then the man starts to touch Gosia, asking her if you know what your body wants, to which Gosia says that she doesn't know. Then the man says, your clothes? Gosia agrees with him. And then the man starts touching her. Gosia was also enjoying it. This was happening to her for the first time, which is why she loses control and becomes intimate with him there. Gosia had started loving the man. The next day, she was comforting herself in the room, and the sounds make her mother suspicious. The following day, she takes her village to the forest, where she meets that man again. The man was also teaching her other ways of the world. There, the man gives her a book and says that if you ever want to know anything, just read it. Gosia says that she doesn't like reading. The man says that it's okay, there are many pictures in it through which you'll understand everything. After that, they both start getting closer. When Gosia notices that many children are watching them, he tells Gosia to not pay attention to the children. Afterward, Gosia takes the book and comes home and starts reading it. Just then, she hears her mother's voice, and upon hearing it, she starts to hide the book, but her mother finds out everything. She asks her, "Where did you get this book from?" Gosia says, "I found this book in the forest." But her mother did not believe her. She says, "I know what you go to do in the forest, and if you get pregnant, I will not spare you." She tells her that we will go to church next Sunday, where you will have to tell everything in front of the father. On Sunday, they both go to the father, where Gosia tells him everything. She says, "I know all this is wrong, but what can I do? I have no control over myself." After listening to her, the father tells Gosia's mother that she is just a child and such mistakes happen at this age. Take her to the doctor so that it can be determined whether Gosia is pregnant. Gosia's mother takes her to the doctor, who tells them. Hearing this, she is surprised. The doctor says she is still a virgin and no one has even touched her. Meaning, if Gosia is a virgin, then what was happening in the jungle? Actually, it was all Gosia's imagination. In the jungle, she had found it, and by looking at the pictures made in it, she crafted a story from her imagination in which that man used to make her paintings with whom she was always intimate. At night, when Gauzia is lying down, that same man appears again, goes to Gauzia, and kisses her, which is why Gauzia wakes up and says to him, "I don't want you to appear again." So the man says, "I will always be with you," and the story ends here.